Before I formed you in the womb, I knew you. Before you were born, I set you apart. Jeremiah 1:5. Greetings, precious souls marked by the hand of the divine. Today I bring to you a message that is not simply a teaching, but a sacred calling, a revelation whispered through the ages and now unveiled for you in this moment of awakening. This is a time of great significance, a time when those chosen and marked by God must rise and recognize their divine purpose. Before we begin this sacred journey, I invite you to embrace your place within our spiritual family. Join this sanctuary of light by subscribing to the channel and activating the mystical bell icon so that you may receive every divine message your soul has been longing for. Each revelation carries the wisdom and guidance to illuminate your path. Your presence here is no accident. Your spirit has led you to this moment for a profound reason. Let's take this step together in faith and unity. In my quiet meditation, as the world lay still, a vision descended upon my spirit. I saw countless souls walking among us, women chosen and marked by God, bearing not physical signs, but divine imprints recognizable only to the Spirit. These markings are the confirmation of your sacred calling, a symbol of God's divine protection and purpose over your life. You may already feel it, the stirring within your soul, the moments when the hand of God moves so clearly in your life that it leaves no doubt. Perhaps you have felt His presence in miraculous interventions, awakenings at holy hours, or divine protection that surrounds you like a cloak of light. These are not coincidences, they are signs of your divine marking. As the ancient scrolls proclaim, the marked ones shall recognize themselves when the divine time arrives. That time is now. Your arrival at this message transcends mere chance. It is part of the divine plan to awaken you to your true essence and purpose. The mystics and sages of old preserved these revelations for generations, waiting for a time such as this, when chosen souls like you would be ready to receive them. Take a deep breath now and center your being, for the ancient wisdom you are about to receive has been protected through the ages by spiritual guardians. These 7 sacred signs are more than mere indicators. They are keys unlocking the mystery of your divine marking and your God-given purpose. If your spirit resonates with these words, type, "I embrace my divine marking," in the comments below as a declaration of faith. Are you ready to receive this divine knowledge and embrace the fullness of your destiny? Together, we will uncover the sacred signs that reveal your chosen status and equip you for the purpose God has prepared for you. Let us begin this journey of revelation, guided by His eternal light. Remember, this is not the end but the beginning of a greater awakening. Be sure to stay connected by subscribing, sharing this message, and inviting others to discover the truth of their divine marking. The ancient sages spoke of a sacred shield, a divine invisible fortress that surrounds those chosen and marked by God. This isn't ordinary protection. It's a celestial force safeguarding your very being. In moments of deep meditation, I have seen how this divine shield manifests. Think back to times in your life when danger loomed near but mysteriously passed you by. Recall those instances when calamities struck others, yet you remained untouched, as though an unseen hand guided you to safety. These are not coincidences. They are the unmistakable signs of your divine marking at work. The ancient scrolls reveal this truth. The marked one walks through flames unscathed, for divine protection surrounds them like an impenetrable fortress. This sacred shield is not merely a passive barrier, but an active force working on your behalf. Consider those unexplainable moments of preservation in your life. Have you noticed how certain dangers seem to dissolve before reaching you? How threats that devastate others somehow bypass you entirely? This is the divine shield in action, a direct manifestation of God's mark upon your life. This divine protection isn't limited to the physical realm. It extends to your spirit, your mind, and your God-given purpose. When others stumble into spiritual traps, you find yourself mysteriously guided away. When darkness seeks to cloud the minds of those around you, your inner light remains steadfast, undiminished. This is the active power of the sacred shield, guarding not only your body, but the very essence of your calling. But here's the extraordinary revelation the ancient guardians imparted. This protection doesn't merely block harm, it paves the way for your elevation. It moves mountains before they can block your path, parts seas of difficulty before you must cross them, and transforms obstacles into stepping stones that propel you toward your divine destiny. Reflect on those moments in your life when mysterious interventions occurred at just the right time, when danger was averted without explanation, or when you were inexplicably guided to safety. These are confirmations of your sacred marking. For those who resonate with this sign, begin to observe these patterns: unexplainable escapes from danger, miraculous interventions during critical moments, and a persistent sense of being divinely guided away from harm. These aren't coincidences. They're sacred assurances of God's active presence in your life. As we move deeper, consider the second sign, the divine flow of abundance and supernatural provision. The ancient wisdom keepers spoke of a divine current sustaining those marked by God. This sacred flow ensures that every need is met in ways that defy human understanding. Provision for the marked isn't random, it's orchestrated by the unseen hand of God. Think of those moments when what you needed appeared precisely when you needed it. Times when doors opened without your knocking, help arrived before you called, or resources manifested seemingly out of nowhere. As the ancient scrolls declare, provision follows the marked ones, as shadows follow light. These moments aren't mere chance. They are confirmations of God's divine provision, ensuring that you are equipped for the purpose He has placed upon your life. If these signs resonate with your spirit, type "I walk under divine protection" in the comments below and declare your faith in God's active work in your life. Stay connected with us for more revelations of the sacred truths that mark your journey. Subscribe, share, and continue this divine exploration of your God-given purpose. Together, let us walk boldly under His shield of light. The sacred texts unveil a profound truth. The marked one shall not want, for abundance flows where divine purpose dwells. This truth is not merely about material wealth, but about the perfect provision for your God-given calling. Think back on your life. How often have you received precisely what was needed, no more and no less, at just the right moment? Paths clear themselves before you walk them. Opportunities arise as if crafted specifically for your journey, and resources appear from seemingly impossible places. These are not coincidences. They are signs of your divine marking in action. However, the ancient guardians caution us to recognize that divine provision often comes in unexpected forms. Sometimes it emerges through challenges that later reveal themselves as blessings. Other times, temporary lacks pave the way for greater abundance. The divine mark ensures not that you will never experience want, but that you will always have what is required to fulfill your purpose. As Psalm 23:1 proclaims, "The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want." Reflect on the patterns in your life. Have you noticed moments of unexpected provision in times of need? Resources that seem to appear from unlikely sources, or perfectly timed answers to prayers? These experiences are confirmations of your divine marking. They testify to a higher plan at work, one that ensures you are equipped for each step of your journey. Yet with divine provision comes sacred responsibility. The gifts and blessings you receive are not solely for you. They are meant to flow through you. You are not merely a recipient, but a channel of divine provision. As it is written in 2 Corinthians 9:8, "And God is able to bless you abundantly, so that in all things at all times, having all that you need, you will abound in every good work." Through your abundance, you become a vessel of blessing for others, spreading light in a world often shrouded in need. If these revelations resonate deeply within your soul, if they illuminate the divine path you have walked, consider supporting this mission of spiritual awakening. Your contribution, whether through subscribing, sharing, or even something as simple as the cost of a coffee, helps sustain these sacred transmissions of wisdom. The link awaits in the description below, a chance to participate in spreading these divine truths to other chosen souls seeking understanding. Sign 3. Spiritual magnetism and divine recognition. The third sacred sign reveals itself through a mysterious quality: spiritual magnetism. This isn't about physical attraction or charm. It's a divine energy that radiates from your being, marking you as a bearer of God's light. Ancient wisdom speaks of how the marked ones carry a presence that others can sense but cannot explain. People are drawn to you, not because of who you are, but because of what resides within you. Have you experienced moments when strangers opened their hearts to you without knowing why? When people sought your guidance, finding comfort in your words and peace in your presence? These moments aren't random. As the sacred texts reveal, those who carry the mark become beacons in times of darkness. This spiritual magnetism serves a higher purpose. You are not just a light for yourself, but a lighthouse for lost souls, a refuge for the weary, and a source of strength for the weak. Your mark makes you recognizable to those searching for divine light amidst their darkness. This quality isn't your own doing. It's the divine mark radiating through your spirit, calling others to the peace and hope found in God. Yet this magnetism doesn't only draw those in need, it also attracts divine connections and sacred opportunities. Doors open mysteriously, the right people appear at pivotal moments, and divine appointments manifest with perfect timing. As the ancient scrolls declare, to the marked ones, destiny reveals its face. These encounters are not chance, but purposefully orchestrated by the divine to align you with your calling. If you feel the stirring of this truth in your soul, type, "I walk in divine abundance and light," in the comments below. Declare your role as a vessel of God's provision and light. Stay connected as we uncover more signs of your sacred calling and explore how your divine marking equips you to fulfill God's extraordinary plan for your life. Together, let's embrace the journey of faith and purpose. Watch for these signs: unexplainable trust from others, automatic respect from strangers, and an effortless ability to influence. Have you noticed how certain souls seem divinely guided to cross your path? How opportunities align themselves as if by unseen hands, without you striving for them? This mysterious magnetism is not your own. It is the divine energy flowing through you, a mark of your sacred calling. Your presence channels this energy into a world desperate for spiritual connection. But remember, with this magnetism comes great responsibility. You are not merely attracting, you are conducting God's light into the lives of those seeking hope and truth. Sign 4. Heightened spiritual sensitivity and divine connection. The fourth sacred sign manifests through an extraordinary sensitivity to the spiritual realm. This isn't just intuition, it's a divine attunement uniquely granted to those who carry the mark of God. The ancient scrolls speak of those who could perceive the unseen, sense shifts in spiritual atmospheres, and discern divine messages in the ordinary. As the sacred texts declare, the marked ones see with eyes beyond eyes, and hear with ears beyond ears. Reflect on your own experiences. Have there been moments when you knew truths before they were spoken, sensed changes before they occurred, or felt guided by an invisible hand? These are not coincidences. They are signs of your divine marking awakening your spiritual senses. Your dreams hold deeper meaning, your intuitions often prove prophetic, and your spiritual discernment sharpens with each passing day. These abilities are not random. They are the unfolding of your heightened sensitivity to the divine. This spiritual sensitivity serves as both a warning system and a guide. You may sense spiritual danger before it manifests, feel divine opportunities before they become visible, and perceive the reality hidden behind illusions. This isn't a gift to be taken lightly. It carries profound responsibility. The wise ones teach that each time you trust your spiritual instincts, they become more refined. Every time you act on divine guidance, your connection to the spiritual realm grows stronger. Notice the patterns in your life: sudden insights about situations, accurate spiritual perceptions, and consistent divine guidance that steers you away from harm and toward your purpose. These are confirmations of your divine sensitivity at work. The more you acknowledge and rely on this gift, the more attuned you become to God's frequencies. This sensitivity marks you as a spiritual sentinel, aware of realities others cannot see and understanding truths they cannot grasp. Sign 5. The divine shield against dark forces. The fifth sacred sign reveals itself through a mysterious immunity to negative energies and spiritual attacks. Those marked by God carry an invisible shield, a divine force that repels darkness, deflects harmful intentions, and neutralizes negativity. Ancient wisdom speaks of the marked ones who could walk through spiritual battlefields untouched, their divine mark acting as an impenetrable barrier. The marked ones remain untouched by darkness, for their light dispels all shadows, the sacred manuscripts proclaim. Think of the times when others fell into spiritual traps, yet you remained protected. When negative environments couldn't disturb your inner peace. When attempts to harm you spiritually seemed to bounce back, leaving you unscathed. These moments are not luck. They are evidence of your divine marking at work. Your presence itself becomes a force of cleansing, causing darkness to retreat and negative energies to dissipate in your proximity. This shield is not passive but an active force, transforming darkness into light. And here lies a profound truth. The shield strengthens through acknowledgement. Each time you recognize its presence and protection, it grows more powerful. Every moment you stand firm in God's light, this shield becomes an even greater barrier against the forces of darkness. As the light of the marked one intensifies, so does the strength of their shield. These sacred signs are not only confirmations of your divine calling, but also reminders of the responsibility you bear. If these truths resonate within your spirit, type "I walk in divine light and protection" in the comments as a declaration of faith. Stay connected with us as we continue to explore the sacred signs and uncover the profound purpose of your divine marking. Together, let us embrace the journey of faith and walk boldly in the light of God's eternal love. The path of the righteous is like the morning sun, shining ever brighter till the full light of day. Proverbs 4:18. This ancient truth captures the essence of the divine marking upon your life. Watch for the signs, the retreat of negative energies, the failure of harmful intentions to touch you, and your innate ability to maintain peace amidst chaos. These are not coincidences. They are the unmistakable workings of your divine shield. This protection is not just for your benefit. It carries a purpose. You are not simply shielded from darkness. You are called to become a sanctuary for others, a safe harbor for souls seeking refuge in spiritual storms. Sign 6. The divine purpose and unmistakable calling. The sixth sacred sign reveals itself through an unshakable sense of purpose and destiny. Unlike those who wander aimlessly through life, you carry a profound knowing of your spiritual mission. This is not mere ambition. It is a divine appointment woven into your soul. The ancient wisdom speaks of the marked ones, those chosen to walk paths written in the stars, their steps guided by divine decree. The sacred texts proclaim, "The marked ones walk not for their own gain, but for the glory of the divine." Reflect on the moments when you felt an inexplicable pull toward your true purpose. Have you experienced times when worldly success felt hollow compared to the deeper yearning in your heart? This is not restlessness. It is your divine marking awakening your purpose. Your life aligns mysteriously with your calling. Obstacles transform into opportunities, and delays reveal themselves as divine timing. These are not random occurrences. They are confirmations of God's hand guiding your steps. The wise ones teach that this sense of purpose grows clearer with each step of obedience. However, the ancient guardians also warn that the path of purpose often unfolds differently than expected. Sometimes challenges forge your character, shaping you into the vessel required for your mission. Other times, detours expand your reach, allowing your impact to stretch far beyond what you could have imagined. Your divine mark ensures not that the journey is easy, but that it is divinely guided. Notice the recurring themes in your life, patterns that point to your purpose, divine coincidences aligning with your calling, and an inner knowing that transcends logic. These are signs of your sacred mission, but this calling carries a great responsibility. Your purpose is not just for personal fulfillment, but to become a beacon for others searching for their path. As Jesus declared in Matthew 5:14, "You are the light of the world. A city on a hill cannot be hidden." Your purpose is a light, illuminating the way for many who walk in darkness. Sign 7. Miraculous manifestations and physical proofs. The seventh and final sign is the most tangible. Miraculous manifestations and undeniable physical proofs of divine presence in your life. This is no longer about subtle energies or invisible workings. It is about visible, undeniable evidence of God's power at work through you. The ancient wisdom keepers spoke of how the divine mark eventually reveals itself in the physical realm. When spiritual power reaches its peak, even the material world must bow to its presence. Consider those moments when reality seemed to bend around your faith. Have you witnessed the impossible become possible? Times when divine intervention was so evident that even skeptics could not deny it. These are not figments of imagination. They are your divine marking manifesting in the physical world. Your prayers bring tangible results. Your words carry power that creates visible change, and your presence itself becomes a catalyst for miracles. The sacred scrolls proclaim, "The marked ones carry the presence of the divine. Their light turns impossibilities into testimonies." The wise ones teach that these manifestations serve as undeniable proof of divine backing. But here's the profound truth. These physical signs grow stronger as your spiritual awareness deepens. Each miracle strengthens your faith, and each manifestation confirms your divine marking. The visible proves the invisible, bridging the gap between the spiritual and material worlds. Reflect on the signs, prayers answered in extraordinary ways, divine interventions visible to others, and supernatural occurrences that defy earthly explanation. Your mark makes you a vessel of divine power, a living testimony of God's reality. With this manifestation comes responsibility. You become living proof of the spiritual made tangible, the invisible made visible. As Paul writes in 2 Corinthians 4:6, "For God, who said, 'Let light shine out of darkness,' made his light shine in our hearts. Through you, God's light is made manifest in a world longing for hope." Now that all 7 sacred signs have been revealed, beloved ones, you hold the complete map of your divine marking. But remember, this knowledge is not for pride, it is for purpose. You are marked not for your glory, but for the fulfillment of God's plan. Before we conclude this revelation, take a moment to reflect on your journey and the ways these signs have manifested in your life. If these truths resonate with your spirit, type, "I embrace my divine calling," in the comments as a declaration of your commitment to this sacred path. Supporting this channel helps sustain this sanctuary of truth. Consider joining our spiritual family through membership, where deeper teachings and exclusive meditations await. Your contributions, no matter how small, help us reach awakening souls across the globe. The link is in the description, a way for you to take part in spreading these divine truths. As we part for now, let this final thought resonate. Your mark is a gift, a responsibility, and a light for the world. Continue walking in your purpose, letting your light shine brighter with each step. Until our next gathering, may divine blessings surround you, and may your spirit soar ever higher in the grace and love of the Almighty.